Hello, today is November 6, 2012. This is AaronLujan.com. Today is the big day. It's election day. We decide who will be the next president of the United States, as well as many important local and state elections. The first story on my radar today is coming from Economic Collapse blog, Michael Snyder. Thousands of shocking threats of violence by Obama supporters on the eve of the election. We're seeing literally hundreds, if not thousands, of tweets and Facebook posts of threatening to riot and threatening to become violent if Mitt Romney wins the election. To give you an example, I'm going to go through this article and just read you some of the tweets. Now, these tweets are the clean tweets. Many of them, as I'm sure you can imagine, have vulgar language. If Mitt Romney wins tomorrow, point blank, we might start a riot. Team Obama, though, so I got faith in our president. If Mitt Romney wins, we're going to start a riot. I always wanted to be in a riot, and if Romney wins, my dream might come true tonight. Laugh out loud, but if you go for Mitt Romney, I'm not going to burn you alive because that's whatever you believe in. Romney better start digging his grave, because if he becomes president, somebody might assassinate him. All blacks and middle class gonna turn up. I would personally assassinate Mitt Romney if he wins, but I think Al-Qaeda will beat me to it. Can you imagine if the Tea Party were tweeting things about assassinating the president? It would be the biggest story that we've ever seen, and they would be having visits from the Secret Service. So I'm just gonna go into this website called Topsy, which is a search engine for social mentions. It pretty much searches the entire web for things that are being mentioned, and I just searched for Romney riot in the past hour, and sure enough, if Romney wins, just riot, hashtag agreed. If Romney wins, it's damn near going to be a city riot tonight. If Romney wins, re-riot. It looks like it's pretty much a call to riot if Romney wins. And yesterday at a Obama campaign event, the president was heckled twice. First by a abortion protester holding up a sign saying this moral wrong should never be a constitutional right. Let's take a look. Another interesting article I found about from Reddit. Here in California, we're going to be voting on Proposition 37, which is your right to know what's in your food. It would require food manufacturers to label their food if it is genetically modified or not. And what's so interesting about this issue is that the people who are trying to oppose 37 have outspent it 6-1, primarily Monsanto and PepsiCo, and a lot of food manufacturers. So very interesting ballot proposition that will determine whether or not we have the right to know here in California what's in our food, and this could very well lead to the rest of the nation labeling their food, which is why this ballot in California is so important. Naturalnews.com is reporting that Baltimore will be recording your private conversations on city buses. The Baltimore Sun has confirmed the city officials have now authorized the recording of private conversations on public buses to investigate crimes, accidents, and poor customer service. Shocking story from the intelhub.com. A man in New York who came from a neighborhood that has not had power or gas from Hurricane Sandy was arrested for going out of town and getting gas for him and his neighbors. The gas station owner was also arrested, and in this report it's also explaining and reporting how non-union workers were blocked by government agencies for helping with the cleanup efforts. Intelhub.com is also reporting that the CEO of the Red Cross made $500,000 last year, and that the president of the Staten Island Neighborhood Association is urging people not to donate to the Red Cross because they are not responding to the needs of Hurricane Sandy victims. Let's take a look.
But I've got to tell you, As the borough president of Staten Island, over 500,000 people, I am disappointed in some of these non-for-profit organizations that collect large amounts of money from Staten Islanders and didn't respond. And one of them being this American Red Cross. I have not seen the American Red Cross at a shelter. I have not seen them down South Shore where people are buried in their own homes, had nothing to eat and nothing to drink. And yesterday, touring the South Shore with the mayor, the neighbors down there that didn't have electricity managed to put together pots of soup, and they were distributing to the people down there whose homes were just destroyed. And the American Red Cross was nowhere to be found. So all the American Red Cross, all these people making these big salaries should be out there on the front line. And I am disappointed. And my advice to the people in Staten Island is do not donate to the American Red Cross.